Hello Taurus, welcome back to the Lynx Tarot. This is Monica and this reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May or the next 30 days. All of my readings are timeless. We're jumping in here with the Power of Surrender cards. Surrender your desire to control people. Wow, that is really powerful. Oh my goodness. Being over-controlling can sabotage relationships. To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Yes, and give yourself some breathing room, Taurus. Okay, so it's time to reflect on what you can do to make a positive change here and what is best to let go. Okay, sometimes things need to play out for themselves. Okay, and then as things play out, make your decisions accordingly. But keep in mind that everybody has free will. There are other players. Sometimes there are things going on behind the scenes. Sometimes there are situations in life that are out of control, but there's someone on the sideline somewhere. They're unseen, and they're aware of what's going on, and they step in some way to resolve this. You may not know who this is, okay? But that sometimes does happen. Okay, so for example, if there's a problem in your community, you think you're the only one that's put in complaints, you're not the only one, although the powers that be might say that no one else has put in a complaint, right? For whatever reason they do that, but they're handling it behind the scenes, okay? You may not realize it because they're not being upfront with you, but they may not be able to be as upfront with you as you would like because of the way they're handling it. They need to use discretion. So again, surrender your desire to control people. Okay, and it's only going to drain us when we try to do that. All right, so I haven't yet decided what order I want to draw these cards, so let's just go with it. This is the Angel Wisdom Tarot. We are covering money, career, love, and any spirit messages that want to come through. And all decks are listed below. Okay, so let's see. We have, the 10 of Swords, the ending of something that's been very difficult, and I feel like it's what I was just talking about. Either that exact scenario or something similar. And this represents Archangel Azrael. The end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness. A weight off your shoulders. The end of an addiction or a melodramatic reaction. Okay, so somebody might be having a melodramatic reaction. An opportunity for new happiness. I really like this. It's the end of something that's been very difficult. Maybe you're not believing it's the end of the trouble, but it's there or nearing the end. And we have the Page of Earth or the Page of Pentacles. Scholarly, cheerful, dependable, mischievous. Time to get to work. An excellent opportunity presents itself. Happy news. Here we have good news a second time. This is happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships. And for some of you, a new area of study. Okay? And I also feel like you're coming to a place of peace, a more peaceful environment where you can enjoy your studies, these new things, and a new way of making money too. If you have your own business or you have a side gig or something like that, there is growth here. There's growth in learning and in money, and I feel like you're moving to a more peaceful place. Either your community is becoming more peaceful or you are moving to a more peaceful community or workplace or something like that. Something's getting resolved in some manner. And we have the Five of Cups or the Five of Water, focusing on the negative, things not turning out the way you anticipated, forgiveness of self or others. Everything happens for a reason, and look for the hidden blessings. I feel like you might not be able to see the hidden blessings right now, but you soon will see the hidden blessings, and you're going to see the hidden blessings in the timing of something really significant going on. Okay, you might realize that there's a hidden blessing in that maybe you weren't able to move when you wanted to move. And you finally find that place where you want to live, that special house or apartment, and you realize it wasn't even built yet until the time that you moved there. So that's a hidden blessing. You might be like, wow, I'm glad I was forced to wait, or I would have never had this opportunity to move here. It could be with work too. Maybe you applied for a job and didn't hear back. Maybe there wasn't a position open that they advertised for. So I feel like for somebody, a company advertised for a job position. They were hiring. You applied, and in the meantime, somebody was hired. They weren't taking any more applications, but never told you. Now, that's not very nice, but sometimes this happens. And that employee doesn't pan out, and then they reach out to you. And it's at the perfect timing for you, and you realize it would have been better. That workplace is a better environment now than it would have been when you first applied. Now, I'm not sure how that would be. Only you would know that once you got there. Like, you might find out some improvements were made, or that some old ridiculous policies were let go of, or something like that. I feel like there's a whole new staff for some of you in the workplace. There's a whole new staff. It's a completely different scenario and vibe. Okay, so the Ten of Swords is being clarified by the King of Wands and authority. Making a plan. You have a new plan. So you're leaving this hard, difficult past behind you finally, and you're making this plan. This is also the Entrepreneur card, so that could pertain to some of you. But you are free. You're free from that painful past, that troubling environment, and you are moving on. You're setting foot on this new path, making this new plan, and starting to take action. You yourself, you are owning your power, Taurus. Okay, so the Page of Pentacles is being clarified by the Magician. So you could be dealing with a Gemini possibly, not necessarily. You have the smarts to do what you want to do, whether it's study this new thing or learn about something that you want to implement to your own business if you have one. If this has to do with love, I feel like you have learned a lot from past relationships, and you know what is acceptable for you or not. So that's a quick little love message that popped up there. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of playfulness here, because mischievous popped out here with the Page of Pentacles, and the Magician can be a bit of a mischievous energy. He's also sometimes called the trickster. I don't feel like anyone is playing tricks on you, though. I think there's some kind of fun-loving, joking around going on here that's all in love, and someone's trying to make you laugh. Okay, someone's like sweet on you and trying to make you laugh. Okay, so the Five of Cups is being clarified by the Queen of Cups. So your intuition is telling you to go a certain way. Whatever warms your heart and heals your heart. Whatever makes your heart feel loved, like in return, is the way out of looking at the painful past. There's a new, better connection, whether this is in love or in friendship or in a workplace, and there's abundance here. There's like, I'm feeling loyalty. There's a strong loyalty and abundance of loyalty here. So soon you won't be looking so much at the negative, at the sad parts of your past, because there's this new connection coming in. And yes, it's important to listen to our head when we're following our heart. Okay, don't just go with your heart, because sometimes we tend to have too much wishful thinking, just because we vibe pretty cool with someone. Sometimes it doesn't mean they're good for us, no matter what type of relationship this is. So it's like balancing your heart and your head here, but there's promise, and it's going to make you feel better. I feel like you're talking to more people too, Taurus. And you know what, Taurus? For a split second there, I forgot I was reading for Taurus. I didn't think I was reading for a specific different sign, but I had to think for a minute. Wait a minute, is this for Taurus? And that's kind of good. That's kind of good, because these messages are just flowing. Okay, so Ten of Swords, King of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Okay, so yeah, this is just acknowledging again, yes, there's been difficulty. Yes, there's been strife. You're headed toward a better environment, okay? You're getting away from this chaos, okay? Oh, I'm going to leave it at that, because I hope this pertains to me. These readings are for you, but every now and then a strong message applies to me, which is nice, and I feel like that's a beautiful gift in doing these readings, but I'm excited for you too. This is important. All right, the Page of Pentacles, the Magician, is being clarified by the King of Cups. Here's that emotional stability. Again, we have the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. I'm not feeling like there is like drama or over emotional situations here. I feel like you're past that and you're coming into balance and stability, and you're finding your stability, your, what's the word? Because look, see how the King of Cups, he's like floating on this concrete, like he's not really floating, like there's all this water around him, which symbolizes the emotions, but he's not going to fall in. He's cool. He's like, whatever, let it flow. And whatever I was going to say escaped me, but like, you're cool, you're chill, or you're getting there, believe it or not. You might not believe it. Okay, and then we have the Five of Cups with the Queen of Cups being clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. It's only a matter of time. It won't be long now. There is a lot of growth. There is progress. There is promise. You will have your harvest. Okay, now let's see. Let's go over to the Wisdom of Tao. See what other messages we have for you. Haven't yet decided how many I want to pull from here, but let's just see what feels right. I think just one, actually, because these cards have many different messages on them. Oh, karma. Oh, yeah. Things are going to balance out. The cycles of birth and death, action and reaction. Oh, yeah. So that first card, surrender your desire to control people. Hey, those people who have been out of control, they're going to have their karma and you're going to have your peace, okay? It just might be time for you to surrender and just let it play out, okay? So the cycles of birth and death, action and reaction, these things comprise our universe. Your situation arose from past karmic connections. The opportunity to create good karma is now. All past life influences are working toward a final balance. Yes, accept what is. My gosh, could that wrap this reading up better, from that first card to this last card and everything in between? So let's leave it at that. Thank you so much for being here, Taurus. If I didn't mention, I am open for private readings. Just look below in the comments or in the description for my email. Shoot me an email and I will get right back to you with information on how to set that up. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that, and I will see you again soon.